Welcome back, guys. It's your boy Rodney here with another episode of Entry Tuesdays here on Top Flight Trading Academy for the YouTube. So without a doubt, we're going to jump right into it. Today we're going to be talking about something a little bit different from the currencies. It's US30, formerly known as the Dow Jones. If you haven't heard from it and you're a trader, you're going to hear from it because a lot of people make a lot of money from it. So in today's video, I'll be breaking down to you how I pretty much caught some of my entries on US30s and how I was able to grab some profits from the market, multiple times, okay? So without a doubt, let's jump right into it. So first things first, what we're going to notice here on the Dow Jones, right? At one point in time, a level of support was broken. So when that level of support was broken, I was waiting for the retest. And as you can see, the retest came back and tested that level of support that it was broken, right? So at that point in time, I then pulled out my risk to reward ratio tool and I began using it, okay? So as you can see, the most I was risking here was probably 120 pips, okay? But on the US30, it's a little bit different. It doesn't go by pips. I call it points because on a 0.01, depending on the broker that you're using, let me give you an example, from 28,200 to 28,100, that's $100. So you're risking $122 here on a 0.01, which is great risk. And as you can see, the potential reward of 255 points, which accumulates to $255, okay? So let's talk about a little bit more on how I seen this setup and what made me take this entry. So at a point in time, like I told you guys, it came back, tested that support level, became resistance, and I seen that it started to form a resistance again that it could not pass. So at that point in time, I pulled out my risk to reward ratio. The first trade that I took was pretty much right here. Now, when I took this trade, I made about maybe 150 bucks, 130 bucks off of this, and then I started to see that it was pulling back. Immediately, I closed out my profit. I took $130 for the day. And then again, I seen that it came up to that level of resistance again. And what did I do? I pulled out my risk to reward tool, but at this point in time, I wasn't risking 120. I was risking more of like 70 on this one because I could see that, it's been respecting that resistance level. So at that point in time, when I took that 70 risk here, which is 70 points, because you want to put your stop loss up here. This is where my stop loss was. And as you guys can see, it actually played out and it paid me out about $253. Now, this was amazing, guys, and I can't stress it enough how understanding what's happening in the market and how you can take advantage of it. Now, be very careful with US30. This is a very deadly pair. If you input the wrong lot size, you will pay for it, okay? And when I say you will, it will eat away your account. So you don't want to be caught in that, okay? So immediately after I seen that it hit this bottom here, which this bottom here is a level of support, I then took my profits. Why? Because it already tested this level, and I see that when it hit this level in a bullish candle form, I know more than likely this level is being rejected. So I waited. I did not take the buy here because my main bias was sell, even though I could have. And let me show you guys how you could have taken a buy, right? So let me go and pull out my risk to reward ratio. We're going to go long, and you could have been risking anywhere between, let's say, 70 pips for a target of about 200. So right here, this is a consolidating area, okay? And the way you want to trade this consolidating area, you want to trade it from resistance and support, okay? But at one point in time, this is going to break out, so be very careful on what you're doing because you don't want to take a trade and then it breaks out and it ends up going the other direction and, you end up missing out. Now, that does happen. Again, trading is a probability game, so you're not going to be right 100%, and make sure your stop loss is set in a place that if it goes against you, it automatically takes you out the market so that your emotions don't get the best of you, and now you're losing more money than you should. Okay? Now, today, I actually caught this move. Now, I actually lost some money trying to catch this move. So at one point in time, I noticed that this did come back down. Okay, and I did get paid about 130 bucks off this move here. Same risk like I showed you guys before. Pull out the, the short position. Knew again that it touched that same resistance level. Knew that this is in consolidation. All these things I'm keeping in the back of my mind here as I'm taking these trades. So this one I risked another 70 bucks, and the potential payout of this one was another 200 bucks. Okay, so I was able to eat again. So as you guys can see, it was multiple times that I was able to get, you know, a good amount of profit from the market here at a couple different segments. And you know, if you add a total together, I made about probably like 600-700 bucks. So check out my Instagram channel. You will see, you know, my profits and my withdrawals that I've done using US30. So keep up. It's Rod_V_FX. Okay, check that out, guys. Definitely you want to get stay up to date with the Instagram, because I do post all my profitable trades and some of my losses as well. Okay. So at that point in time, I noticed that what happened again, this came back to the same level of support, and I knew I pulled my profit. Then I tried to cut this one short. So I tried to take the sell when it hit this level of resistance. Now, keep in mind, guys, this one is the major level, this one is the minor level. Now, you're probably like, Rod, what do you mean major or minor level? The major level is where it hit multiple times. As you can see, boom, 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 it hit a bunch of times. So that is the major. You know, every time it hit that level, it's bound to reject. This one is minor because, as you can see, it did test it. But if you had your stop loss up here, like I did, I actually got tagged out of this trade and I ended up losing about 60 bucks. However, I did not give up on this trade. I was very determined because I knew that this sell opportunity was coming. So what I did, I went to the lower time frames, okay, and I was watching this like a hawk. I actually woke up about 5:30 in the morning and I actually took this position. Now, what made me take this position? I seen this engulfing pattern right here. So after I seen this engulfing pattern, I just went on go. I did not second guess it. I said, you know what? I know this sell is coming. I'm pretty confident in this trade, and I just took it. Why? Because it's been rejected from that level of resistance in that overall area for quite some time now. So I thought that was the big drop. So I got in right after that candle. Again, I was risking another 70 bucks. And today, I actually had two orders in. Okay, I had 2.01 in. Okay, I had one here, and I put in the secondary one after this started to break away here. So in total, I made about 400 bucks off the Dow. I did pull my profits once it got again to that same level of support. Why? Because it rejected that same level of support multiple times, and you know, I didn't want to be a victim of this crime where I was giving back almost half the profit that I earned today, you know, and would only take 100 bucks instead of 200. So you know, guys, you got to pay very close attention to when, you know, price action does come to a level of support or resistance, because more than likely, depending on market structure, that area is going to reject or possibly break. So that is for you to pay attention to, okay? And like I said, guys, this is a very deadly pair. This takes a couple years of experience. I'm not going to tell you to jump right into it, but a lot of people dabble with the US30 and probably don't have that much understanding. So I hope you found this video very helpful. You know, I try to keep it a little bit less than 5 minutes, but today we went a little bit over, explained a little bit more to you guys than the normal. And as you guys can see right now, it's very choppy and it's consolidating, you know what I'm saying? But at a point in time, the Dow is going to break out, and I do want to catch that move, because you can catch $700, $800, $900, even $1,000 just off, you know, risking 70 to 100 bucks. But you have to be in the right spot, because if you don't get in the right spot and you get in the wrong spot, you're going to pay, and you're going to be in some drawdown, and you don't want to see drawdown on this pair because it moves extremely fast. And it can psych you out and get your emotions all riled up. And next thing you know, you're blowing your account because you're trying to get back the money that you lost from the previous trade. So you don't want to be a victim of that crime, okay? So I hope you guys found this video extremely helpful. Again, on Entry Thursday, I will be breaking down GBP AUD and how I caught 200 bucks off that move also today. So today was a big day. Today was about 600 bucks in profit. And I want to keep posting these videos and keeping you guys up to date. Like I said, I am going to be releasing the course soon, so stay up to date. This confluence definitely works. Multiple confirmations, you know, the best way taking trades I see personally. But again, to each is his own, okay? So thank you guys for being a part of Top Flight Trading Academy, and I'll see you on Thursday with Entry Thursdays.